Though some scoffed, some scorned, at the very notion of experimenting on a Daedric artifact, I have succeeded where the ignorant and superstitious would not even dare to try. The Black Star, my achievement over the Daedric Lord Azura, a re-envisioning, a remastering of the ultimate soul gem. It shall become the vessel of my immortality. Final proof that mortals can live as indefinitely as the denizens of oblivion. The visions, the voices that Azura has sent to taunt me. While some called me mad, I knew the truth. Nothing can be held sacred in the pursuit of advancing the very nature of magic itself. Let the Daedra send their foul images into my mind. They have given me the burning desire and unrelenting discipline to shut out all influence, all morality. My disciples and I have built a new site, free of the prying eyes of those primitive minds in Winterhold, Fort Ilinalta. We had been conducting a few minor experiments before our exile, some of which led to the disruption of the island, but a few enchantments have kept the ruins intact, and beneath the waters of Lake Ilinalta has been the perfect place for the final phase of the Black Star.
That was a note from Malyn Varen, a 4th-era Dunmer sorcerer who was a trainer at the College of Winterhold. He had acquired the Azura's Star, the magical Daedric artifact, which acts as a reusable soul gem of almost unlimited capacity. At that time, he was dying from disease and wanted to use the Azura's Star to seal his own soul and become immortal. However, the star could only capture white souls, which are the souls of lesser creatures, and could not host black souls, the souls of men and Mer. After continuous experimentation on the star, Azura cursed Malyn and drove him insane. His behavior became erratic. He would see things that weren't there and shout at students for things they hadn't said. After Malyn killed a student and used her soul for his research, he was expelled from the college. He left with his most loyal students to Ilinalta's Deep, where he could continue his research free of the prying eyes of his colleagues in Winterhold. After leaving the college, Malyn finally succeeded in sealing his soul in the star. The book titled Black Star, An Achievement of Magic over Daedra, documents his victory over Azura. He believed that he had advanced the very nature of magic itself. Malyn Varen had hoped that by sealing his soul inside Azura's star, he would achieve immortality. However, his idea was flawed as the stability of the star was dependent on a constant supply of black souls, and he severely underestimated Azura's power, which ultimately sealed his fate.
When playing Skyrim, by the time we visit Ilinalta's Deep, we realize that Malyn Varen is dead, as we find his earthly remains along with his revealing grimoire. We also find the Azura's Star. In this very interesting quest, we take the soul gem to Azura, who asks us to purge Malyn Varen's soul from the star.
Greetings, mortal. You have followed my guidance through the veils of twilight and rescued my star from Malyn Varen. But his soul still resides within, protected by his enchantments. Until he is purged, my artifact is useless to you. Are you ready to enter the star and purge the soul of Malyn Varen? Eventually, the star will fade back into my realm in oblivion, but I doubt you have the 100 or so years it would take to wait. No, only one option remains. I will send you inside the star. You will banish Malyn's soul there. Tell me when you are ready, mortal.
We then complete the quest and destroy Malyn Varen's soul. Depending on the choice made in the quest, you either get a restored Azura star capable of capturing white souls, or you receive the Black Star, which can capture black and white souls. Soul trapping is known to date back to at least the First Era. After the Mages Guild was founded in 2E230, the practice of soul trapping spells and soul gems were standardized. Black soul gems were not a new invention. the wizard mystic god of the Dunmer, Sothasil, is rumored to have been the one to reverse engineer soul gems in order to create black soul gems. When he began this process, he used the souls of 3 Dharma saints as test subjects, transferring their souls into black soul gems. 3 mechanical creations were made to house these soul gems. Sothasil's objective was to see if he could grant everlasting life. Unfortunately, the souls went insane, causing the study of black soul gems to be banned by the Clockwork Apostles. When we play the spin-off game Elder Scrolls Legend Battlespire, or when playing the Dawnguard DLC of Skyrim, you meet the Ideal Masters, who are the malevolent spirits that rule the realm of oblivion known as the Soul Cane. They are the sorcerers who practice necromancy and traffic souls. They grew to become very powerful and eventually found their physical forms to be unacceptably weak and limiting. After transcending these forms and becoming beings of pure soul energy, they created a realm known as Soul Cane, which was ideal for their role as soul merchants. It is theorized that a soul trapped in a black soul gem is sent to the Soul Cane, where they become eternally trapped. The Masters view this as peaceful eternal life, although the undead who reside there view it as a curse. One important thing to note is that the red soul gems seen in Battlespire and Dawnguard DLC are conduits for the Ideal Masters to interact with others. The soul of the Ideal Masters themselves don't reside in the red soul gem. All of this talk about white souls, black souls, soul gems is making me wonder about immortality. When a soul is captured in a soul gem, is the captured soul achieving immortality? Assuming the soul gem never gets used, the soul is free inside the soul gem, and without the need for a physical body, it can exist forever, right? Anyway, that was a discussion on the Black Star and Black Soul gems along with the sad tale of Malyn Varen, who tried to achieve immortality. But the reality is that ultimately all souls will have to travel to Aetherius. That is the universal cosmic law.